What's up, folks? How are y'all doing? Today we're going to have an interesting conversation. It's about a city with a multiple personality disorder. Okay, maybe not that, but at least multiple nicknames. We're going to see where all these nicknames for New Orleans comes from and if they help make the city special. Stick around and see what Big Easy Life is all about. Hey everybody, Big Easy here, standing along the banks of the Mississippi River. We're talking about all these nicknames for this amazing city, and one of the first ones is the Crescent City. That goes back to the founding days when they looked out over it and said the perfect place was here in the crescent of the river. And it's become kind of the semi-official name for the city since the very beginning. You can see it in everyday life today. Look at any police officer in the city of New Orleans badges and you'll have the crescent over the top of the star on their badge. If you're in the shorthand, one of the other nicknames is NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a great interpretation of what we have here in the city. It goes all the way back, believe it or not, to 1905 when it was first used in a realty ad here in the city. Now, you'll nowadays see it in everywhere, from somebody's pet's name to a barroom to a food. One of the more romanticized nicknames is the city that care forgot. This goes all the way back to the 1800s when the Americans were first coming into the city that was predominantly French and Spanish at the time. And they just came in and saw people moving slow at a different pace as if they didn't have a care in the world. What they didn't realize is July in New Orleans with no air condition means you move at a slow enough pace to get through the day. Nowadays, it's definitely more the term that says you can come here and put those cares to the side and enjoy it. That it's all about living that full life. As you can see, the city has a ton of nicknames. Some amazing, some not so flattering. Hang on, I got a list for you. Here we go. Gumbo City. Well, that kind of makes sense with the Creole and Cajun influences in our food. Hollywood South. That's come about due to the large influx of the movie industry in our area. Northernmost Caribbean capital. Again, goes all the way back to the Haitian Revolt when we had many people from the Caribbean coming into the city of New Orleans. And it really has kept that flavor and feel throughout the years. Chocolate City. Not nearly as flattering, given it was by one of our mayors right after Hurricane Katrina. We'll just stop talking about that one completely. And there's so many more in there. It's no surprise that my favorite nickname for the city is the Big Easy. Kind of sums up that slow but powerful feeling that the city has, incorporating all the people and the places that it covers. It's not that old of a term. It hasn't been around very long. Started with a reporter who was comparing the city of New York to the city of New Orleans, the Big Apple versus the Big Easy. The Big Apple with their hustle and their bustle and all the stuff going on, and the Big Easy who is just trying to live life in three-quarter time. With a list of nicknames a mile long, what does that say about the city? Is it pretentious, like that girl named Candace who insists that you call her Candy? Or is it more like that odd guy you meet at the bar called Rattlesnake Joe? You drink with him for years and then find out his first name's really Leonard and you don't understand it, but you couldn't think of calling him anything other than Rattlesnake Joe. I think it's all about the experiences and the feelings we have with that person or that city. You get that true feel of how something is as you experience it. And New Orleans is no different. Everyone resonates a little differently with a different nickname, and I think that's one of the more beautiful things about the city. New Orleans, now over 300 years old, is kind of like that guy at the bar. It's a little scary, but it's very entertaining and always a lot of fun. And as you continue to experience that feeling, you'll learn a little bit about what Big Easy Life is all about. Welcome back to the office. How are y'all? Got a trip out to the levee with us, visit the river. Talked a little bit about all the different nicknames the city has. So, as I've said, my suggestion is come to town. If you're a local, get out and visit some of the town and see what name resonates most with you. Take a minute to like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. We'll have all kind of good stuff coming, and look at some of our other videos as they come out. And write down in the comments and let me know what about the city you would like me to touch on. Could be anything. More obscure the better. I kind of like it that way.